Hello everyone, so basically this is going to be a video of me showcasing my React.js project. So basically what it is it's a portfolio website. Originally I made it specifically for comp sci students, but essentially this applies to any major really. But there's a lot of like configuration options for you. But as you can see, you have your intro page, you have a button that allows people to click on it and it would send them to your email. You have your GitHub, resume, LinkedIn, mail button, some miscellaneous data up here that changes as well using GitHub API. You have your nav bar down here and about me section, a portrait of you, some of your skills or technologies that you may know, experience, a slider as well, a anchor button for your resume, and then we have your projects as well, and then your footer. This also changes with GitHub API, same with these descriptions as well and the languages as well. Obviously it's optional if you want it to hook up into GitHub or just read it off of the Json file. So essentially what I mean by that is the way I built it. Originally I built it for myself, but then I figured other people would want to use this as a template as well. So I just made it a lot easier, and basically every single component inside this website, either navbar, link bar, intro, footer, whatever, it all links into the content JSON file. So if you ever want to edit all the content on the website, you wouldn't need to scroll through each component and edit it individually. You can edit everything off of this one JSON file. So basically the way it works is you can go over to my GitHub page. I'm going to leave all the links down below. But basically the first thing you're going to do if you're going to want to use this is you're going to clone the GitHub. So you're going to open your terminal. We can honestly just go into documents. So I'm going to do that, right? And then I'm going to make directory test, cd test. All right. So we're basically going to copy and paste this in here. Copy and paste this in. Okay, once you clone the GitHub repo, what you're going to do is you're going to enter the directory, so Reactfolio. After that, make sure you have Node.js installed. So for me, specifically building this version, I use Node version 16.20.2. Obviously, you just need to be using Node 16. And you can also use the Node version manager if you want, and there's other videos online on YouTube for that. But assuming you have Node 16 installed, now you just got to install the dependency. So for this case, I'm going to use npm install. Okay, and then obviously it's going to install everything. Your screen might look like this, but you don't really have to worry about it. After you install everything, what you're going to do is you can start going into the content.json file and then just start editing everything out to match specifically what you need. So for example, let's say I edited everything, I put everything in, I disabled and enabled certain sections that I want to be visible on the website. What I would do is npm start. So, okay, let me see this. It's gonna start development server. And then basically after a while, it's going to look something like this. You scroll down, you have everything on it. And basically, let's say for example, I wanted my website to show my academic section, right? So I would go in here. Let me go into test real quick. Okay, so basically I would go into source, and then content.json's in here. I have my academic section disabled by default, but you can enable this to true. And then once you save it, scroll down, you're going to have your education section. So let's say, for example, fall 2021 courses. I took these classes, whatever, and then the credits that it had. And you can have it to where every time you hover over, it has like the course number. And then you can disable this section if you don't want it. Same thing for all the other sections. Once you save it, it's going to disappear as well. Same thing for GitHub projects. You would just basically scroll down and then basically duplicate each each project item because it's all in an array. So you can just duplicate it. You can have it to where it could link into your GitHub repo, your GitHub API to if you ever change or like use another language on this project, or you change the description, it would also change the description on the website as well. But obviously if you disable this, then it would only use whatever is in the JSON. And then obviously you can add other sections if you want to. This little link bar up here also changes as you push it, and then you have your icons, whatever, that link back to your LinkedIn and everything. And then yeah, this is fully working. I'm actively updating it, and then also updating dependencies throughout every week and checking on it. And then if y'all guys can do me a huge favor and then also star and fork this repo, I would greatly appreciate it as well. And I have all the color codes down at the very bottom, and basically if you want to change the color codes, you're also able to go into I think I have it in my styles. Yeah, so up here I have basically all the variables for the colors. So if you just change this up here, it would change the rest for all the styles going down below and stuff. So you only have to change it in this section and then content.js, content.json if you want to change the content on it. And then yeah, I think that's really it. I'll have all the links in the description below. If you guys have any issues, you can open the ticket up, and this project's obviously going to be actively maintained. So, and then yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. And also, if y'all guys are wondering how I'm hosting this website, I'm using something called Netlify app. It's basically free web hosting, but you can use other providers as well. And the way I have Netlify lined up is every time I link it up with my GitHub, whenever I push a change up, the Netlify will automatically detect it and then push it to my public webpage. And then yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope y'all guys use this template.